final game I'll be talking about with this latest tool is Dice City, also by AEG and Autopia Games. I was lucky enough to discover that this game had a solo variant, which I was able to play, and it was quite fun. It's probably the only way I'll be playing it. Now with this game, I don't say this because of the art. I agree that this style is a bit similar, but some of the it's not even the theming, just some of the way that the game played reminded me a bit of Imperial Settlers. But I'm not going to compare the two. They are two totally different games. Nice big rule book. Here's a reference card for the different steps of the game. Now you might see what I mean with the player board. It comes with 4 different player boards here. Personally, I prefer player mats, but I guess they're harder to stack or fit in boxes because the material's so thick and hard to fold. See, it comes with various different types of cards. It's in dice. I believe there's 5 different colors, and you have 1 of each color. Now, if you look at this player board, you're going to have different buildings on here, and when you roll your dice, you find the row, the color that matches to, put it in place, and when you activate that dice, you'll be able to receive whatever that area produces, in this case wood. And as you play, you'll be able to build different structures and place them pretty much wherever you want on the board. Some things give you victory points for building them, and you also have things like thieves that you can attack and gain victory points, or you could attack the other player. So I really like that there's a solo variant, different modes of play for this game. So, let's read the introduction. The kingdom of Moldavia is in turmoil. Her Royal Highness, Queen Statisia, has decreed that there will be a new capital after the beautiful city of Dinas was sacked by hordes of barbarians and bandits from the south. As leaders of one of Moldavia's influential noble families, players vie with each other to establish their provincial city as the best home for Moldavia's new capital. As the head of one such noble family, you must choose its path in gaining the approval of all others in the kingdom. Will you choose to press your claim through a strong military, taking the fight to the bandits through new and wondrous buildings, or perhaps even through opening up trade routes? Whatever you choose, you must manage your city and the land's natural resources carefully, making the best of your luck with good choices and sound strategy, while watching out for attacks from jealous rivals. Oh, look at that, the sun just came out. Sorry. Dice City is a dice crafting game where the buildings and locations in your city become the faces of your dice as you roll them each turn. Overview. Players are nobles in charge of a growing city, attempting to build it up into the most prestigious population center in the country. You start with a player board and 5 different dice that represent your city. During the game, you use dice to activate locations in order to gather resources, train armies, and build even more grandiose locations. Adding locations, defeating bandits and exporting goods, with trade chips can reward you with victory points. Goal. The player with the most VP at the end of the game wins. Now we all know that stands for victory points. Here's a look at the components. Different cards, the different chits. Now you'll see the resources here. You have stone, wood, and iron. Also, these will be cardboard chits, not wood ones like Imperial Settlers. I really liked Imperial Settlers, but and I don't think I was playing it wrong, but with the new races that they had added, they also they added an element of I don't want to say deck building, deck strategy, maybe, or something like that. You're able to build your deck around your race, and I'm really not good with that. You know, I'm sure people that play things like Magic and all that are good, and you know, they love that kind of thing, and I do too. But I'm not good at it. I don't like the planning element. It just kind of takes away from the fun of pulling up a game and starting it. And I suppose it'd be cool if you had like a game group and you all had separate versions of the game, and you could just like construct one on your own and take it with you on a game night. My biggest problem with Magic was that I never used any kind of strategy. I would just always try to build my deck around a theme. You know, obviously I did something like a zombie deck, and I did something like a bird deck, did a pirate deck, things like that. And I'm sure that there would be ways to build a strategical deck out of those particular themes, but I'm kind of a dunce when it comes to those things. I just like the pretty pictures, as it were. Here's an example of what the game would look like when it's all set up. 4 different boards. I did play the solo variant, and I found it quite fun. I look forward to being able to play it with people someday. Again, I apologize for not doing a proper unboxing with these games. It'd been a while since I'd got to attend a game day sale, so I got really excited and opened them all up at once. That's my wall of games right there. I'm most likely going to be reading some more introductions to these games. I recently backed on Kickstarter the people that do Pixel Tactics, doing a Mega Man Pixel Tactics, and it looks brilliant. And Pixel Tactics is a really, really fun game, and I do love Mega Man and Capcom. They're one of my favorites game publishers, game companies for video games. So maybe I'll do that one next. But if anybody ever actually watches this, and you'd like to request the read-through of the introduction, I'd be more than happy to do it, of any of these games that I have here. Alright, I think I'm going to play another solo game of Dice City. Thanks a lot.